Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you've planned your week ahead already. That of course will help to reduce stress and anxiety. Some people are very good at winging it. I'm one of those. I'm good at some things, winging some things, and then being prepared in other cases. But if you're not somebody that thrives under pressure, which it would be better to maybe plan out your week, then rather do that. But anyway, what I want to talk to you tonight, or what of course you'll see the title of this video, is the difference between bodybuilding and other sports. So difference in what sense is, the whole idea around bodybuilding, your body, and any other sport and your body. So with bodybuilding, the goal is creating, I always say, the silhouette, the perfect type of physique. If you look at symmetry, conditioning, and size, you have to fill out that ideal silhouette is very important. The kind of X-frame, how your lat should be, your legs, your midsection, your shoulders, your arms. That whole idea, that people might have of bodybuilding and aesthetics, that's what you want to fill up. Those silhouettes. And of course, the various old or classic poses create beautiful silhouettes, which some, including myself, would call art. That's kind of what you're creating. You're using various tools to create a certain look, because you can and you do decide the way you look by the way that you train. Do you think that somebody training powerlifting training for 10 years will look the same as somebody doing bodybuilding training for 10 years? No. You do have certain cases of very special athletes that follow very strict diets from beginning, or they've maybe come from a bodybuilding background and then they go into other sports, or they're including hypertrophy training into them so they'll look a little bit better. But at the end of the day, their whole idea, or what they do, is they're not like bodybuilding, where we use the training and the food and the cardio and the posing. We use that to try and create that ideal look. So all these various things we use, I always call them as tools, like small tools. If you're a master craftsman, you will need your tools, and these tools will help you to shape your look. And on the other side, you have sports where you train, like powerlifting, for just as an example, any other sport, cricket, tennis, golf, hockey, it makes no difference. You train your body to be more effective at that sport, meaning your body is the tool. So do you see the difference in the way that you would train if you see these things as tools to change the way that I look, to complete that look that I'm looking for? Or I'm creating a body that's very good in hockey, or in cricket, or in soccer, or in CrossFit, or in whatever sport that you're doing. So am I building my body to be a good tool, in other words, to be good at those sports because that's what you want to do? That is, if it's your goal. If you want to do cycling or anything, are you going to be going every day and doing shoulder presses? Are you going to be deadlifting? And I'm not saying that these athletes don't lift weights. Of course they do. Just saying that they don't do it to a manner that a bodybuilder with a specific idea in mind, or a physique athlete of any kind with an idea in mind how they do their work. So the way that we do the work will be different, and at the end of the day, that is what creates those different looks, where people that are in the physique industry, if I talk about bodybuilding, fitness, all these different there's so many divisions now in the various federations. So I'm talking bodybuilding, I mean basically body transformation. Everybody that's trying to not just lose body fat and create and build muscle, which is probably the ground floor of this. With that in mind, that's where we begin. And then when one thing start going well, then we look at, okay, let's tweak this, let's tweak that, let's change a little bit more. We can see where we can work on that silhouette. So that's something that my athletes, and that's actually something we're working on now. I'm tweaking their training versus what they used to, so that we can really in Afrikaans they say slypie diamant. You know, a diamond's great when you beautiful when you pick it up if you've seen a diamond before in its raw form before it's what's the word, ground down for or filed, or just cleaned up and put into a ring. It loses a lot of its size, but it looks a lot different. So it's that refining that we're doing where you can create a diamond, that little bit of filing away at the bad and making sure that the look is exactly what we want. Okay, so diamonds are created under pressure. So if that's your case, good luck. Apply that pressure and reap the rewards. Or if not, be consistent, plan well, be prepared, and reap the rewards. Work with what your good points are, recognize them, and make sure to work according to that. Okay, so that's the idea I wanted to share, kind of the difference in other sports and in bodybuilding, or what we do is where all the other sports, your body is the tool used to perform well in these sports. Where with bodybuilding, the lift, there's no way you doing lifting heavy or lifting any, that has nothing to do with bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is all about how you look. So lifting heavy would be a tool used. Lifting light would be a tool used, and you would vary when you use these certain tools. Okay, that's not too much on that idea, but you get the point. So whenever you're doing things, think about that. Think about what am I doing to my body? What tool am I using, and what would that outcome then be? Have a great night. Cheers.